Hi, I'm Tyler, and welcome to another episode of my Christian Music Week reviews. Each week I take 5 releases, be it albums, EPs, or singles, and after I listen to them all week, I come back here and I review them. I share what I think about them. So without further ado, let's get to this week's first release. Planetshakers' new album, Greater. Planetshakers' new album, Greater. Let's dive into it. So, pretty good album here. Stylistically, a mix of 5 pop worship songs and 6 more conventional sounding worship songs. Sometimes the conventional sounding worship songs can feel a little bit long, but still, pretty good album here. And as for the lyrics here, pretty good lyrics here. Planetshakers talks about drawing close to King Jesus, who in his unfailing love, through the shedding of his blood on the cross, has freed and satisfyingly healed us from the weight of fear we felt, to give us new lives we were meant to have as whole people who rely on the incomparably greater strength he provides to be able to do any impossible, miraculous thing, just as he promised. Up next, Jason Ingram's new EP, Basement Tapes, Volume 2. Jason Ingram's new EP, Basement Tapes, Volume 2. Let's dive into it. So, pretty interesting concept that this soul EP from Jason Ingram takes. Jason Ingram has written a lot of notable songs for a lot of notable Christian artists over the years. And on this EP, he covers the songs he helped them write, including on this EP, songs from artists like Hillsong Worship, Zach Williams, Christian Stanfill, and Elevation Worship. Now let's dive into the EP. So, it took me a little bit of time, I have to be honest, to get used to hearing his voice on these songs. Plus, the styling was a little bit different as well on some of the songs. But eventually it came to grow on me, and I have to say here, pretty good EP once it grew on me. Stylistically here, definitely a soft alternative worship sound here. And as for the lyrics here, pretty good lyrics here. Jason talks about praising Jesus for how in his love he died and resurrected to redeem us from being lost in fear, and now we trust that in the wars we face, he will keep his promise to unfailingly help turn them for good. Up next, Isla Vista Worship's new EP, Simplicity. Isla Vista Worship's new EP, Simplicity. Let's dive into it. So, pretty good EP here. And stylistically, I think you can learn a lot about how this EP sounds from the title Simplicity. Kind of a simple alternative worship style that instrumentally incorporates predominantly acoustic guitar and drum. And as for the lyrics here, pretty good lyrics here. Mac praises Jesus for how in his sustaining, life-giving love shown through his spirit, he led Mac out of the dark fear he was running in to go anywhere he wants Mac to go in God's safety, even when it's hard to see it. Up next, Leanna Crawford's new single, Before I Met Jesus. Alrighty, so before I dive into my thoughts on Leanna Crawford's new single, Before I Knew Jesus, let me just say this came across as a request from Christian Music Girl. Thanks, Christian Music Girl, for requesting this song. Now let's dive into it. So, pretty good song here, stylistically. Definitely a pop contemporary worship feel. And as for the lyrics here, pretty good lyrics here too. Leanna talks about how Jesus, her savior, in his love that never lets go, changed her to be free from her past of feeling unworthy over her shame because of her failures, to give her a second chance to be known by him. And she's eager to share this change with others as she trusts in his plans. Up next, our last release for today, Starringo's new album. Starringo's new album, Forever Me. Let's dive into it. So, pretty good album here. Really like this album. Stylistically, definitely hip-hop bangers throughout with trap and R&B influences. Vocally, Starringo raps, and sings. And as for the lyrics here, pretty good lyrics here too. Starringo talks about how against the odds of haters and struggling with trauma due to where he came from, he works hard as he relies on God and his timing to stand out, as authentically preaching Jesus through his raps, and he also encourages the girl he loves to be who she really is instead of chasing money. Well, that's it for this week. Come back next week for 5 more releases. Actually, you can come back on Monday as well, as I'm going to do a bonus video. So, when Christian Music Girl requested me Leanna Crawford's new single, Before I Met Jesus, Christian Music Girl also said that she would like to know what I thought of Leanna's self-titled EP. So, I'm gonna go back and give my review of that, and I'm ready to give it this Monday. Also, too, in the bonus video, recently, a friend who volunteers at one of the places I volunteer at, named Kim, recommended I check out one of Grit's songs, Believe, which is a pretty good song, I found out after I listened to it. But in typical me fashion, I decided, let's review the whole album. So, with that, I am going to be reviewing Grit's and Leanna Crawford. Grit's album, by the way, is The Art of Translation. I forgot to mention the album title, sorry. So, I'm going to be reviewing Grit's and Leanna Crawford this Monday. If you like what you saw in this video, please subscribe. I put out videos every Friday at 9:30 a.m. Pacific Time. Also, if you have any thoughts on today's releases or what I may have said about them, let me know that in the comments below. Also, in the comments, you can let me know if there's any awesome releases that came out today that you want to see in next week's video. Also, check out the playlist section for my Meet the Month stream playlist available here on YouTube and also on Spotify. And this month's edition of the playlist includes songs from artists like Brandon Heath, Josh Wilson, Colton Dixon, Jack Cassidy, and others. So go and check that out if you're interested. Well, go now. See you on Monday for a bonus video, and then 1 week from today on Friday for a full-length video. Bye!